Hotel brothers and sisters, black pals, always giving honor to the creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my sister, my in-laws, my subscribers, my viewers, family members, and all of those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. Today I want to discuss the situation with a Baltimore woman, actually a Baltimore family. Last year, the woman, Jacqueline Smith, who was an engineer, very, very professional woman, very prosperous, very giving, very loving woman, who married Keith Smith. This nigga here, this piece of shit here, Keith Smith. And what happened, they had the public fooled thinking that the wife was stopped by a homeless person that was a panhandler that stabbed her to death in an attempt to take her money, which had the entire city of Baltimore as well as the nation in a state of shock. But everybody was not fooled behind this bullshit. Come to find out that this nigga and his piece of shit daughter. But let me just get back to Keith Smith, who is the husband of Jacqueline Smith. And what happened, he and his daughter, Valeria Smith, conspired and murdered his own wife, who was taking care of them both. Now Valeria is not her biological daughter, but she raised her as such. And apparently, the father and the daughter had some type of sexual relationship where they wanted to get rid of Jacqueline Smith, get her out of the way, but at the same time take her money, because she was taking care of them both, provided a nice, beautiful home for them. And it's apparent that they both were nothing but dope fiend, crackhead, motherfucking pieces of shit. No good motherfuckers. No good motherfuckers. And this woman probably just wanted him to clean his act up so they can enjoy the better years of their life with some type of serenity and some type of peace. But the crackhead daughter, this slut bitch, this little $5 slut whore that was running around Baltimore City acting like Pac-Man, chewing up dicks left and right for $2 and $3 hits and $2 caps of motherfucking Ready Rock. Con and got together with her own father, her biological father, who this nasty motherfucker could even see his own flesh and blood in that form, where they conspired to take the life of the woman that was taking care of them for the insurance money. And see what happened to these motherfuckers. They fled, made an attempt to get to the Mexican border, but they were apprehended and brought back to Maryland. Now it's apparent that these two greasy, dirty, black, greasy motherfucking pieces of shit. You can look at this motherfucking light bulb head motherfucker here and look at his skin texture and look how he's aged. Cause that's what that motherfucking crack rock and that motherfucking heroin, that fentanyl would do, change colors. He looks like a totally different motherfucker from his wedding picture. And his daughter, this buck-toothed, dirty, hygienically dusty motherfucking junkie bitch. They conspired and stabbed that woman, gave her one of the most brutalest, vicious slayings that one could ever endure, which is a stabbing, just to take her money to get high. And this is my message to the brothers in the Maryland system, because a lot of you know me. You know, this motherfucker should not be able to rest. Do not let this motherfucker rest. Press him out like a motherfucking dry cleaning outfit. Press him out like spray starch. And for his stinking buck-toothed horse-faced daughter, the same should go for her when she gets down to the Women's House of Corrections in Jessup. Because that was senseless, it was unnecessary, and it's a clear indication on how you cannot treat some niggas decent. And I wish the worst for these motherfuckers. Because that woman, she was an engineer. That means she's went to school. She was in love with this ink spot, this roach-faced motherfucker. And she wanted to provide for him. Apparently, he wasn't doing nothing but getting high all motherfucking day. And she was probably sick of that bullshit. You and your daughter laying around, when the wife goes to work, the daughter jumps in the bed with the father. They smoking ready, fucking, doing motherfucking dope. Just two nasty motherfuckers that deserve the worst and the stiffest penalty that the state of Maryland has to offer. And this is what I'm telling y'all. You all know that I just don't go on the cracker. I go on you niggas too, who are bad, who are a cancer to black liberation. Some of you niggas are a cancer to black liberation. This motherfucker here, 18-year-old Raymond Frolander, was caught molesting an 11-year-old boy by the boy's father. And the boy's father beat the motherfucking shit out of him, which he rightfully deserves. He deserved more than that. He should be lucky to still have a goddamn pulse. And this was in Florida, and what happened, the father called the police and stated, that he was fucking his ass around. And so, when the police got there, they found out that he's already been a seasoned goddamn pedophile, this little motherfucker here. And that he admitted to molesting. He didn't have to admit it because he was caught. And it wasn't his first time. This is how sick our people are. This is why our babies, I fight for the children. I fight for the babies with every inch of my motherfucking life. You know, and he did nothing. No charges were brought against the father. As a matter of fact, he needed to be congratulated. They needed to throw a party for him for beating the shit out this motherfucker. This Casper the Ghost looking motherfucker. This half-smoked lip, crooked ear, retarded looking motherfucking faggot. He received 25 years as well recently, which isn't enough. Because no help will be given to him. Because when it was offered to him the first time, he rejected it. So there's nothing left to offer him, but to lay his motherfucking ass down. Once again, I say, and I say it again, it's time to stop giving passes to motherfuckers and stop having these goddamn forums where we're letting motherfuckers go. This pedophilia shit where these goddamn devils are trying to pass a law, this NAMLA shit where they want to release all pedophiles from federal institutions, state, local, and federal institutions. Yeah, they're trying to pass a law to make it legal for a man to have sex with a little boy. This is how sick and disturbed this motherfucking cracker is. I keep telling y'all, you motherfuckers always are defending this goddamn cracker. And I keep telling you, this is a sick motherfucker. Look at all the shows and movies that they play. It's always about them scheming and lying. Lifetime, about the housewife, the bitch that wants to kill every motherfucking body because she can't have a motherfucker. The scheming, lying, manipulative motherfucking shit. These scripts that these sick motherfuckers write. And these crackers act this shit out. Not only in the movies, but they do it, period. That's their motherfucking reality. And some of you niggas are going out your way trying to be like these motherfuckers. Once again, we should never have motherfuckers that are hindrance to black liberation. Get them out of the motherfucking way. Those who wish they were white. Those whose best friends are white and all this type of bullshit. They need to be out of our way. Get rid of these motherfuckers so black liberation and black emancipation can start taking its course. And motherfuckers like this punk motherfucker sitting up there raping a goddamn 11-year-old boy. But yet, Dr. Phil will have a show talking to his motherfucking parents and, what is the solution? Can they be helped? Let's talk to this doctor and that doctor and find out this and that. Because, see, they love that shit. This is in the nature of the goddamn white man. Because he is a nasty motherfucker. And a lot of you niggas have contracted that same type of behavior and lifestyle. So we have no use for you motherfuckers. None. Also in Maryland, an 11-year-old girl kicked and murdered this little boy, 1-year-old boy. 1 year old. How much more fucked up can the black community get? 1-year-old Paxton Davis was murdered by an 11-year-old girl who was supposedly and had no business babysitting a 1-year-old baby. Now, the little boy's mother is a dyke, and the butch is on television doing all the talking for the mother. When her motherfucking ass shouldn't even have been on the air. Not knowing that could be one of the reasons why this little girl has been acting the fuck out. Because of the surroundings. because of the surroundings. Now, the 11-year-old girl's mother was supposed to have been watching little Paxton Davis. But they said she stepped out to run an errand. No niggas don't run no motherfucking errands. She left that baby unattended and put that baby in harm's way. The 11-year-old girl, who knows how many issues she has, what she's dealing with, what she's been had to endure, whether she's been abused or not. But she took it out on this baby. Now, don't get me wrong, this 11-year-old girl needs to be severely fucking punished because she knew what she was doing. Because this little boy, this 1-year-old boy, Paxton Davis, had lacerations and bruises on his head and upper body. That means that he was beaten before he was kicked off the bed. And it may have been going on for quite some time. Because the mother apparently appears to be caught up in a relationship with this big motherfucking elephant that thinks she's a motherfucking man. Who had no business on the air. This was the mother's situation. And so this is some of the dynamics that the black family is undergoing purposely. See, a lot of this shit can be avoided if our people will step up and take responsibility and step up to the plate and do the right motherfucking thing. You don't leave a 1-year-old baby with an 11-year-old girl full of goddamn issues and anger and hatred. Then the mother, what errand was she running where she was gone long enough for that baby to be murdered? So she should be the first motherfucker in cuffs. Because she lied to the police. She lied to authorities and said she never left the house. So that's obstruction of justice. The mother of Paxton Davis is next. And since Big Butch wanted to be the spokesperson for his mother, her ass should go too. For neglect and abuse. Because it's possible that little Paxton may not have contracted all of those bruises and contusions from the little girl. See, sometimes some of you hood rats, y'all get pissed off at the fact that you got a child and that the mother's not around. The father's not around, so you just, since the baby looks like the father, the baby has to be subject to all types of goddamn abuse and torture. And so that's why when you pass these handcuffs need to go all the way around the goddamn board. Starting with the little girl, both of the parents. Now, the little girl may be able to be savage after doing some jail time in a juvenile institution following being admitted into a state hospital till she becomes 18 or 21 because she knew what she was fucking doing. And the reason why I say state hospital, because apparently that little girl has been abused and fucked around too. So she needs extensive therapeutic settings. And this is the type of shit that the black community is trying to be quiet and hush hush and blow shit under the rug. Instead of the black family coming out and discussing how they feel, how painful it is to go endure motherhood, how painful it is to go through this process, most of the times alone. Instead of balling it up, trying to drown your motherfucking issues, trying to smoke your issues away, and it just compiles and compiles and compiles till someone loses their life behind this shit. My prayers go out to Little Paxton Smith. My prayers go out to the 11-year-old. That she receives help after accepting responsibility and receiving justified, reasonable punishment and consequence for her actions. As far as the parents, I could give a less fuck about them. Let's talk about this situation in Mooresville, Pennsylvania, with 45-year-old Shauna Decree and her 19-year-old daughter, Dominique, who they murdered 5 family members. 5 family members. It's a serious goddamn situation. Jamila Campbell, 45 years old, and her 2 twins, Imani and Erica Allen, they were 9. Her 9-year-old twins, along with herself, were murdered. Niall Smith and Damon Decree, 13 and 25, they were also murdered in what they call some type of murder-suicide, where these 2 motherfucking dusty motherfucking pigs murdered these little children. And see, this is what I'm saying about the black community. I'm getting fed up. With you motherfuckers doing this hideous shit to get attention and to get fucking paper. Here, you motherfuckers, you 2 black pigs sat there and murdered 5 people. 2 adults and 3 children. And Pennsylvania is and then you niggas wonder why this motherfucking cracker takes the head off of the black community. Because of shit like this unnecessary, no good, senseless motherfucking shit. These heinous crimes that you niggas are putting on these children. And this is any of you niggas that fuck with children, killing them, abandoning them, or neglecting and abuse, the death penalty needs to be inflicted on your ass, point blank. The death penalty needs to be imposed to niggas that fuck and that fuck with children under any circumstances and conditions. You can look and see how mean-spirited the motherfucking daughter is, and she gets it from her mother. They both are lonely. Don't nobody want to deal with them. They are treacherous. They look money hungry, drug addicted, I can't say malnourished, but hygienically fucked up. And they make little children suffer behind this shit. And so Pennsylvania is the Commonwealth anyway. And so you two grizzly bear stinking motherfuckers have 5 counts of murder. And that's a capital motherfucking offense. When you take the lives of babies, innocent fucking children and babies, there is no reason for you to continue to breathe the air that the people that are out here struggling, trying to survive, are breathing. You should not have that right to breathe the same air. Point blank, plain and simple. Also, I want to give shout out to this weekend, the celebration of the born day of sister-in-law Zulene Blake, and those who attended that wonderful celebration, that wonderful gathering. Mafal Abdul, Abdullah Mahamadou, Donice and Zinga, Courtney, Kia, Sanai, Zuri, Yvette, Elaine, Roland, Reggie, Johnny, James, Jaja, Larry, Antoine, Salah, Nick. You know, anyone that I didn't mention, please forgive me. You know, it was a wonderful gathering to see the black community, you know, families in the black community try to, you know, get together from time to time. Now, don't get me wrong, all black families have levels of mental illness, levels of substance abuse, levels of alcoholism, levels of separatism, clicked up, hating, lying, gossiping, all of that. All black families have that shit. You know, because we some good pretending motherfuckers. But we'll make it, see, and this is the whole trick. We'll make it appear like our families are okay when we're around other families. It seems like it's so much unity. But it's disunity when you are among one another, when nobody's looking. And see, most black families are like that. You put on your best act in front of people. But when you are left to your own devices, the real you show up. And that's not putting us down to a degree. It's just saying that, you know, those who just think it's just my family that's like that. No, it's mostly all black families, brothers and sisters. You know, and as a result, from post-traumatic slavery, post-traumatic stress disorder, disenfranchisement, poverty, substance abuse, you know, crime, prison overcrowding, unemployment, inadequate health care. It's a lot of things that play a role in the dynamics of why the black family is so fucking dysfunctional. So just don't be fooled by a lot of the things that you may see families demonstrate. I mean, we all do. But for the most part, enjoy the time that you are together. Enjoy the time that you are together. You know. We all got, you know, everybody got crazy motherfuckers in their family. Everybody got the nuts and, you know, and all of that. You know, and that's what makes the family dynamic. You know, everybody can't be the same. You know, and that's what makes it you have a good time, because a lot of times, you know, in most of our families, we'll put all that to the side to celebrate and do something together. I know my family is like that. You know, the average black family, you know, the same amount of level of dysfunction and disunity and all, you know, the whole nine. So I can't sit here and say, you know, my shit is different, because it's not. And so I'm gonna be coming back soon shortly, I'm going to be talking about Marcus Garvey, A. Philip Randolph, Donald Trump, Jesse Jackson, and a couple of other issues that I want to bring to the forefront of your attention. Until we meet again, brothers and sisters, we'll be very shortly. Hotep, Black Power.